Hi everybody, good morning. We are out finishing up this field. We are raking with Duke and Earl, and they're doing pretty good, although Duke is slacking quite a bit. I have to continually just kind of give him a crack with lines like this to speed him up, but he's doing all right. So last night we were able to bale up the exterior part of this piece that we're working on. We ended up with like 200 and some odd bales, and today hopefully we can get the rest of this baled up. So Brenda came down. I'm just about done. She came down to check out how I'm doing, and then we'll go in for lunch. We've had a busy morning. She's been gone, and I wanted to tell her even about my morning, and I guess you guys can listen even as I tell her what happened this morning.
Do tell.
So for starters, as you can see, careful, I've got a bandage on my wrist. Yesterday we actually went to the doctor's office because I'd been having troubles with my fingers falling asleep at night, and I've been sleeping very poorly, and so we went to him, and it was the same doctor that did the work on my shoulder. We thought maybe the shoulder was an issue of some sort and pinching a nerve, but when we got there, the other possibility was carpal tunnel, and he says definitely carpal tunnel. And then we also had a little bit of a swollen part right on my wrist. Why don't you point to it, Brenda, where it was?
It's really, your bandage is really kind of embarrassing, but...
Well, I point to where my spot was, that right there, okay. So what happened there is I've got what's it called, Brenda?
A ganglion cyst.
Okay, and so the doctor says probably not a usual type of carpal tunnel, and they'll probably be taking, instead of operating the normal way, they're going to just take that cyst out, and that cyst is what is pressing on the nerve to give me troubles. So hopefully that's what's going to happen. We still have to go for an MRI I don't know why, but for some reason.
Because in order for your insurance to pay for it, they have to make sure of what it is.
Okay, so
it's an insurance issue.
So that's what we're doing, and hopefully we can get this problem resolved.
Can I add a couple things?
Go right ahead.
One thing he didn't mention, he said he had his fingers were falling asleep at night, but it turned out for almost at least the last week, it was like all the time his fingers were asleep, 24/7, right?
Yes, even driving the horses on my right hand, I couldn't even make it down to the end of this field, and I had to stop driving them and just kind of shake my hand to try and get some life back into my fingers.
So he's slept terrible for the last couple weeks. And also just wanted to mention that this is a very unusual place for a ganglion cyst. The doctor said they're usually on the top of the hand, not on the back of the hand, like on the back of the wrist like this.
So he did give me, I asked him, what can I do for immediate relief? And he gave me a shot of cortisone. And my goodness, been able to sleep last night for the first night in 2 weeks that I've been able to sleep all night, which is wonderful. But I'm still having a little trouble since the shot. It's actually worse, I think. I got no strength in my hand. This morning, I had to replace some nails in the shoes, some of the shoes of the horses, and running a hammer really bothered my hand. But I got the job done, and it's not bothering today driving. It's great. So that's good.
I suggested to him that was probably not the best activity for now, but he was doing it anyways.
Got to do what you got to do. So that's why this radioed ace bandage is on my wrist. It does help give me a little more support. Anyways, that's not what happens today. So today, I had, so Brenda knew a guy was coming to look at my red pine. I have a bunch of red pine plantations, and it looks like, are going to go somewhat into the red pine telephone pole business.
Are you kidding?
Yes, I'm very excited about this. So the guy came and he marked 2 loads in about 10 minutes.
Wow.
And so we're going to have a lot of poles that we're going to be dealing with. And I will try to show a bunch of videos on how we go about doing that. Now these poles are 4 different size lengths. 40 footers are the shortest poles, so 40 feet long. And then up to 56 feet, I think, something like that. The bigger poles are longer, will be the longer poles. So anyways, I'm quite excited. It's going to be a whole new way of doing things. So we got to figure this out to be able to get 50-foot material out of the woods. And yeah, it's kind of exciting. I also asked, Stephen is the guy that did the marking, and he and his father and his family own a business up in Boonville, which is right where we went for the horse pole last week. And it's that they process these red poles, so as I will cut them and get them out of the woods, and then they will get them trucked up to Boonville, and they have a processing plant, and he actually said we could go and do a video on it.
Oh, great. That's good.
Yeah, so it's what they do is they take off like 3 inches of the log to make a smooth pole that's the right size. So I'm looking forward to going up and doing that. Okay, we just got a little bit up here. I'm going to swing over here and we'll kind of double windrow this and pull it all together. And we'll be pretty well done with the raking. Yep, a Duke.
So does he know you're getting it out with horses?
He does, and he's used to working with big processors, and he very seldom works with anybody that cuts with a chainsaw anymore. And I said, is that a problem? He says, no, not at all. So yeah, he said he's looking forward to working with me also, and he thinks there's going to be a lot of loads there.
Oh, good.
Yeah, it is good.
Is the price, you can just say, is the price good or bad?
The price is pretty good, yes. Red pine is a little bit harder species to get rid of, and so there'll still be a lot of small logs left in the top end of these trees that have the pole, because there'll just be 1 pole per tree. And so we'll market the smaller logs hopefully to the Amish or saw them out ourselves.
Are telephone poles always red pine?
I was surprised he said they actually do use some Scotch pine.
Oh.
So we may be able to peddle some of our Scotch pine. Of course, the poles are kind of the veneer of the softwood market. So they've got to be good quality to make that work. Duke, get over there.
So he thought your poles or your trees looked good?
Plenty good, yes.
Excellent.
So I was very pleased with that, and it seems like there's something else I wanted to
Well, I have
share
one
about.
more question to ask you, because you've been working on thinning these for years, and you had somebody check quite a few years ago, and they said they were too small, right?
Well, they were the branch diameter was not quite acceptable, and things have changed a little bit. They're very fussy on straightness, but not quite so fussy on branch diameters. But since I've thinned the plantations out, that has improved also. So yeah, he thought they were good poles, so that's that is good.
So it's nice to know that some of the things you've been doing throughout the years are starting to pay off.
And he said, you know, without a good thinning, they don't do good at all for red pine. Red pine has to be thinned, and so that's what we did, and it's going to help us out.
Excellent.
So one little thing on raking with horses, I prefer driving behind the horse. That is, well, in this situation, if I'm doing just a single windrow like this, I want to be able to see over here on Earl's side. And so with that the case, I prefer having my fastest horse on my right, which is where Duke is. And he is not my fastest horse. So generally I would kind of drive behind him and to hold more pressure on Earl. But since I want to be able to get on this side here so I can see where I'm going better, it's not quite so good, but it's fine. So tomorrow, we will be taking Lady and Libby to Libby's dad, because Lady will be coming into heat very soon, and we'll be getting her bred again, hopefully. Now we need to, this weekend, which may be last weekend by the time this video comes out, we have to go down to my mom's 90th birthday party.
We don't have to, we want to.
We want to. So that's exciting to do that. But because of that, we are two things. We're going to be missing a horse pull that we normally go to at Governor in New York. So you guys that go there, you're going to be missing me, and I'm going to be missing the horse pull and you guys. And also, Lady, so a mare will come into heat 9 days, generally, 9 days after they have their foal, and that's considered the foal heat. And some people sometimes will breed them that early. I have done that before, but I'm surely not going to do it with Lady right now. So we need to wait until 30 days, which is when she comes into heat. Now that's an approximate 30 days. Last year, it was like 31 days before she finally came into heat and we were able to get her bred. Well, because of that, and we're gonna be gone this Saturday, we need to get Lady over there and get her bred. Now last year, I just took her there every couple days to see if she was in heat, and it was a real pain in the neck. And we made it work, but it didn't work that good. But I didn't want to leave Lady at the Amish farm just because I just didn't feel comfortable doing that. Well, this year we're kind of forced to do that because we will be gone this weekend and we won't be able to take her over there when she'll be starting to come into heat. And so, so we're kind of forced, and they don't mind. They would actually prefer if we took the horses there. And so that's what we're going to do. We're going to take her there, and she'll probably stay there for like five days, maybe even. That's hard to say. And when we get back, as soon as we get back, I'll jump in the car and drive over there and see how things are going. And if she got bred at that point, I can bring her home. But we want to make sure she's bred, so we'd like to get her bred a couple times at least while she's there. So we'll maybe tomorrow we'll take you along with that. So until then, have a good rest of the day. Yep. Lady's a little bit friendly right now today. I think she's starting to come into heat. Which is good because that's where we're headed. We're headed to take her to the stud to get bred.
That just makes everything easier.
It does. There we go. Yep. You back up a little bit. Back up a little bit. Here, lady. I think. Hey, Brandon, if you could hold this lead rope here and open that gate. Get back, get back. Get back, get back. Come here. Come here. Libby coming?
Yep.
If they go in, Brandon, shut the door. Hey, hey, hey. Come here. So if they go in, Brandon, shut the door.
Okay.
Come here. Come on. Come here. Come here. Well, come on. Lady. Lady, come here. Come here. Hey. Oh. Okay, let me at the back door. So, without hardly any problems, lady was a little hesitant to climb up in the into the truck. But I had said on one of my last videos when I think we'd shown this that I'm going to have to practice a little bit. Well, guess what? I didn't practice. This is only the second time that Libby's ever been in the trailer. And that's just the way it is. But anyways, they're loaded. Lady's tied and Libby is free in there. And we'll just leave it at that. And we'll head to where the stallion is. Okay, let's go. Well guys, we got Lady all in the barn and situated for her time to be in with the stud. And hopefully things will go well here. So this is a very nice Amish place. They have several businesses going on. They have the farm. I think one of the boys does shoeing. And they have a sawmill besides out there where they do a lot. I guess I better put the seatbelt on. I was hoping to show the stud, but I surely did not want to ask to film. They don't know me that well, so we're just going to have to leave it at that. But we were able to put Lady and Libby in a box stall, and that's where they'll spend next few days. Not the best setup by a long shot, but glad we were able to do what we got to do to get her bred, and I'm sure they'll be fine. So anyways, we'll keep you guys updated, and next week, or I mean today's Friday, so this video will probably be coming out on Monday, so probably by Monday I'll have already known whether she got bred over the weekend. But anyways, that's it for today. You guys have a great day. We'll see you next time.